Hello everyone and welcome back to lesson 4 of our Revit online course. So in this course we are going to start creating um, we are going to start a building model. Yeah. So we are going to start by creating a small plan, for instance a 2-bedroom house design. So in the previous lessons we have learnt um, brief introduction of the Revit interface, and we have learned about the project files, the family files, the access toolbars, the property menu, the project browser, and the likes. We also learned how to create levels and grids, how to create walls, creating paths in walls, changing their properties, giving them different materials, how to place doors and windows, how to create floors. So now let's start by creating a simple floor plan using all the previous using all the information we've learned from the previous lessons. Now the first thing to do is to come to level 1, that's the ground floor, and come to south. On this south, I can decide to change this level 1 to NGL, double click on it to rename NGL, then click out. Yes. So level 2 can maintain its name, or I change it as well, or I can decide to change the height. I want that to be about 3, 6. Now let's go back to the NGL and let's create a wall. Like we used to do, we are going to edit this wall. I'm going to edit the wall to cancel, duplicate that first. So 225 wall, edit, then 225. Okay, then okay. Let's start by creating for this side. Then before I continue, it's always very good and important to have a reference drawing whenever you want to make a design. What do I mean by a reference drawing? A reference drawing is that drawing that you use to compare your own design. So whenever you design something, you go online, Pinterest, you can get so many inspiration from Pinterest. Check Pinterest, look for that particular drawing where you can say, okay, I think I like the idea of this drawing. Then you can design your own. You can do your own to your own taste, but copying some of their ideas and designs, and then adjusting it, just so you can be sure that you're on the right path, especially as a beginner. So now our reference drawing for this lesson will be shown now. So this is the reference we will be using. It is a simple plan, a simple 2-bedroom plan. We are going to start by creating the walls. We are going to create the floors. We are going to add components, create ceilings, create roof, and create all these designs, create railings, add furniture, and the likes. So I saw that it has majority of what is needed to start a class. That's why I decided to use this plan. Now let's get started. Creating the wall. Now we've drawn this. Coming to 3D view, this is the wall we've drawn. If I select this, I can see that the wall is 8 meters, whereas I want it to be 3.6. So I can just select all SA, then I can change it to 3600 mm. And if I create another wall, it will still return it to 8 meters. So whenever I click on the wall, I have to change it to 36. And every time I create a wall, it has already noted that I want a 36 wall. You can see. So now, looking at the plan, is it? So I'm going to start by making this entrance porch. There's a sit out, little sit out here. So create the sit out and the entrance porch. The bedroom, you can give the bedroom maybe 3.6 by 4 meters, the toilet 1.5 meters, the other one to maybe 3.6 meters. Then we can create this maybe 4.2 meters. Let's do that just now. So select this wall. Let's offset it by 3 6 plus 225, because I'm offsetting from center to center. So if I want to offset from center to the center of this wall is 112.5 to another center 112.5. You know that's half of 225. So I'm going to add that 112.5 plus 112.5 to make 225. I will add it to the width of the wall end to end. 36 plus 225 will now give me 3825. So let's offset this one by 3825. So if you notice, if I click here, you can see that from this end to this end is 3.6 meters. So that's it. So let's give the living room 4.2 meters. So doing the same way, that's 4425. Can use this trim or extend to corner to cut this off. And let's get the entrance porch. Let's make it 2925. That's 2.7 meters. We have something like this. Yeah. Okay. This is going in. Let's give it maybe 1 2 or 1 5. I selected it and I edited it here. 1 5. So since this, let's do this here. This is going in. Select this and create similar. That should be okay. Trim together. So here is the entrance, and let's create the bedroom. 4 meters, 4225. Then the toilet, which is 1.5 meters, 1725. And the other bedroom, which is 3.6 meters, 3825. Let's just cut this off. Don't need that anymore. Then you can also use this tool here. If I use this tool, just like a single to cut off single element. If I put it here and I do like this, so that's how that works. I can actually put it here and do like this. So that's how it works. Now let's create the living room. It's an open plan, so let's create this. You can just link this wall instead of creating anything. You can link this wall like this. So here is the living room, and you can as well now offset this maybe 2.1 or 2.4, 2.6, 2.5. I use it 2.4. So yeah. Created. So now this is the bedroom, toilet, another bedroom, entrance porch, living room, the kitchen and the dining. We supposed to have like a terrace here, so let's just link it like this. So yeah, we have simply created our floor layout. This is what we created. Let's delete this one, don't need it. So we've created this just now. Let's put this to shaded. So now what's next? Let's create our floor. Come to NGL architecture tab, floor. If you click here, you're going to see several ways of creating floor: architectural floor, structural floor, floor by face. This floor by face is used mostly for high-rise building. When you have a very tall building, and instead of creating floors one by one, just select each face of this thing, and the floor will be placed there. So there's also floor, slab edge, and the likes. So now we are going to use the architectural floor. Let's do that. Pick the As soon as you click the to take you to the modify or create floor boundary, pick line and draw it out. I can as well use the rectangular tool. Also, I can use this pick wall. If I decide to remove this, I can use the pick wall. I will pick each wall. If I want this my floor to go out, I just click this arrow. I will pick the wall. I can also use the pick line. I will delete this. I can use the pick line, and I will pick the lines. So also, I can also use rectangle, since it's a perfect rectangle. So now, after doing this, I will come to edit. I will duplicate it towards 450 mm slab. Okay, edit and change this to 450. I can decide to change the material, but not yet. You can do that later. So okay with that. So here is the floor. Now if I come to the south elevation, I can give my floor another level, so that whenever I want to create anything from this level, it can be easy for me. So select this any level and create similar by doing this, or I come to architecture tab and I create a level. So that's how you can create level, and I can rename it. Let me align it to the base of the floor. Come to modify, select align, then align this. When you select align, let me do that again. When you select the align tool, you select where the surface you want to align it to. Here, then you select whatever you want to align. So that's how that's done. Then you can change the name to subfloor. Yes. So let's go back to the floor. NGL. We have created the floor. We have created the walls. Now let's create our doors and windows. Come to the architecture tab, select a door. These are the already given doors from Revit. If you have another type of door on your laptop, you can load the family. Come to wherever you have the door, probably is on the document. So look for the doors that you can use. This is too big. This is a sliding door. Let's just close any door. This is just how to bring in doors and windows that you have by loading family. But we can just use the existing door on Revit. Just edit it, duplicate that 900 mm door. Okay. Then we can change the materials like we always do. Create new material, or use the existing one, and here you can search for doors. Wood. The material is wood. So when you search for wood, it will bring you several materials for the wood you can use. So but let's just not do that since we are not ready to add material yet. So select this We only duplicated that. Let's change dimensions to 900. Okay, and place that there. Select let's place it so. Then I can decide to flush it to the wall by doing this. And if I want it to open out, I can do this. So that's basically how to do that. Let's we need another wall here, so that here would serve as a lobby to this doors. So by clicking on this wall, I can create similar, and I can create a wall here. So let's make the distance from here to here 900, and select this door, create similar instead of going to architecture and taking another door. So here's the doors. This is a toilet door, so we need to edit it. Just select this particular one, edit type, duplicate it to 750 mm. Okay, 750. The height doesn't change something. So now it's as it should be. So the next step now is the windows. Okay, we haven't placed door, and the kitchen is an open plan. Let's just delete this wall. It's an open plan. Then do similar and place a door here as well. So now let's go to windows. Now click on the window here. If you have other types of window you'd like to use on your laptop, just come here and wait for me. Then let's just use the existing windows. This one to 1200 mm by 1500 mm window should be okay. So is that you can centralize it, as you can see. Centralize it. So you can place as much as you want, depending on your design. Yeah, so now we have placed the doors, we have placed the windows. Now we want to create openings. We have this thing, and if we notice um our reference, what they have is there's no wall there, so there's no wall here. And the bedroom, I think the bedroom is shooting out. Yeah, so there's just a little wall coming out, and we have railings here. So that's what we are going to do. Go to Revit, delete this wall as well. You can just delete, don't delete it, we are just going to move it. And see this little button that drags wall end, so you can drag it to wherever you want to drag it. So that's what I used. So I've moved it in, and I'm going to, this one came a little bit out. So then what's next? Okay, now let's put the railings. Come to NGL, under architecture tab, I'm going to find railing. So sketch part, that's the part at which the railing will be placed. So let's sketch from here to around here. Yeah, so this is the type of railing that we use. If you don't like that, check it, and you can change it as well. Change it to this or this. let's just use this now. Yeah. So the railing has been placed. What's next? There, this wall isn't there. It's not there. It just came out a little bit to this point. So it came out a little bit. You can align the walls together. It also has to be sure. Yeah. So let's create a stair, a little stair from, if you look at the 3D, from this level down here to this level. You know, this level is the subfloor and this level is level 1 from the south. This is the subfloor and this level 1. So our stair will run from level NGL. Our stair will run from subfloor to NGL. So coming to the subfloor, that means we have to go to subfloor to create the floor because it is starting from there. So you need just a maybe 3 floors or so. So come to subfloor, architecture, then select stair. That's selecting stair, edit type to duplicate. You can name that 150 mm by 300 mm. Don't let me use 300 so that the thread, I want the thread to be wider. So maybe I want it to be about 450. Yeah. So change the dimension. I only renamed it, so here is to change dimension 450, and the width, let's use probably 1.5. You can still change it if you don't want it. So now let's draw that. Start from anywhere, you can move it to wherever you want later. Drag this, and as well reduce it. It is okay. What I did earlier was I dragged it. I realized that it's a bit wider than this, so I dragged it. The Revit now notified me that see the actual wrong result. It's notified me that I've changed the width compared to what I input there. Now probably I want a 1,200 with this. So this what I want, and I can mark. Check that on the 3D. You can see my little step. I don't want the railings. There's no need for railings, and I can edit this. So how I want. Let's select this and come to edit. Let me put it to a view where you can see it. Now edit and stringer. Let's use carriage open. Apply that. Okay, let's just on this side so you can see. Apply that and you see. So the right support, you can change the material for this thing. You can change it here. Likewise for the other one, you can change the material. So the run type, you can change the motion profile. We did this in the previous lesson, so let's change this to front, left and right. Okay, so we have this step. So that's what's next. Now we have created the walls, we have created the windows, the doors, the railings, floors and stairs. So in the next lesson we are going to learn how to create the ceilings, the roofs and probably some part of the sides. So see you on the next one. Thank you.